I believe that you can start and do whatever you want to do, and you don't have to start with capital. Sometimes you just got to be desperate enough to do it without capital, right? To do it with nobody loaning you money. You just start and figure it out along the way. And you make mistakes, you fail, but you get up and you keep going. Hey guys, on this video, I want to give you 4 streams of income that I didn't have capital to start. I started it with absolutely no money. No gifts, no loans, no grants, no crowdfunding, no GoFundMe, no nothing. I just started it with an idea, with a thought process, with a belief, with some faith that it could be done. Now I'm going to share these 4 with you. If you get anything from it, hit that like button, share the video, and drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Do you have a business or something you started and you didn't have any capital to start it? An income stream that you have that pays you today and you didn't have no capital to get it started. Let me know in the comments below. Now, let's jump into it. Guys, I got into real estate in the year 1999 is when I started reading and researching and understanding how to buy pieces of real estate. I bought my very first piece of real estate in the year 2000. I had an agent who was going around looking at houses for me, and he happened to own about 10 houses of his own. And what he did, he told me, he said, look, I'll go ahead and sell you one of my houses and I'll owner finance it. I had been researching, learning, reading, going through to the library, getting information. I had been trailing somebody I've been working for somebody kind of on the side, free of charge, just to learn about real estate, learn about properties. And so my real estate agent happened to own 10, and he said, hey, I'll give you one, or I'll sell you one. And he sold it to me for $10,000. It was a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. I had no money down, and he did it owner finance. He knew I didn't have any money down. And I said, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to fix it up and do whatever I got to do to manage the property and get it up and running and ready for a tenant. It didn't have any tenants in it. It was empty. It had a squatter in there, right? A squatter who had been living there. No electricity, no water, just somebody living in the basement somewhere, right? Big dude. I had to work with him to get him out of there. But the point is that I had 0 money down. And just so happened, I fell in and ran into somebody who was sort of a motivated seller who would go ahead and sell me the property, do owner finance. So I paid him I think it was a 10-year note for $100 a month, $125 a month. This is back in the year 2000. The house was rough. It had been through a lot, and it needed a lot of work on it. So after I bought the house from him, in that first 6 months that I was paying him monthly and trying to get the squatter out of it, I didn't have any money. So I said, okay, I'm going to put together a little resume and take it to several different banks and see if I could get them to actually get me a mortgage on this property. So lo and behold, I went to a bunch of different banks, got turned down. I had a little portfolio in paper that I would carry with me to these banks to ask them if I could go ahead and get a loan on the property. Here's what the property is. Here's my own resume. I've been on my job, boom, boom, boom. So I did all this, right? Lo and behold, about 7 or 8 months into that first year of the owner finance property, I found a bank that issued me a loan on the property. And when they gave me that loan, I paid him off and I took the rest of the money and I went ahead and fixed up the property. That's how I got my first piece of rental property back in the year 2000. It was a process. It was me having to prove my worth because I didn't own anything. Remember now, guys, I had a net worth of negative $30,000 in the year 2000. I had no extra money. I had no extra collateral. I had no capital. I didn't have anything to put down. I just had to convince this bank, once he did the owner finance for me, I had to convince this bank that I was worthy enough for this mortgage on this little 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. And I did it. No capital. I just kept grinding, pushing, asking, going around from bank to bank to bank to bank. But that's how I got started in the real estate game. I went on to have 6 or 7 rental properties that I owned and managed. Now I still have 2 properties. Since got rid of that very first property that I had. That property actually got torn down. It was so rough. But ultimately, that's my entry into the real estate game. Today, the 2 properties that I still own is a stream of monthly income for me, and it will be into retirement. Now, the second stream of income that I have, that I started with no capital, is Smart Money Bro, the brand of Smart Money Bro. Back in the year 2017, I was sitting around with a buddy of mine, friend of mine. I was actually visiting him on his job, right, in his office. And we started talking about all the things I do around money. And I'm trying to come up with, okay, I want to do some things around money and help some people around money. What should I call myself? And so first we said Smart Money Brother, Smart Money this, Smart Money that. And finally I said, how about Smart Money Brother? But I cut it off, it'd be Smart Money Bro. So in 2017, I became Smart Money Bro. In 2018, got my website up and running to help some people with their personal finances, to do what I did, right? And started branding my social media around Smart Money Bro. In 2020, started helping people one-on-one with their personal finances. And I said, okay, I want to go ahead and help some people, sort of consult with people and do some one-on-one strategy sessions to help people. And in 2021, so I did that a little bit, didn't get much traction. And so I started this YouTube channel in 2021 to sort of gather momentum and also do some branding for Smart Money Bro. For the first 2 years of having this YouTube channel, from 2021 to 2023, I gave free financial mentoring and coaching for 15-minute sessions for anyone who would allow me to talk to them about their personal finances. And so I could learn and get better at dealing with people. I did it for free. Now, since 2023, now you have to pay for my coaching and my mentoring help with your personal finances. So that's now a stream of income for me, because every single month I'm helping a dozen or more people with their personal finances. As my net worth has grown and the things I do with money have grown and got bigger and got better, etc., now I help other people and I get paid for doing it. But I had to do it for free for a while so I could get better at it, so I could hone my skills, so I could prove my value to the marketplace, because there's a lot of people helping people with their personal finances, right? But for 2 years, I did it for free just so I could get better, just so I could learn how to listen to people. I could learn personal finance on another level in order to help other people. So that's another stream of income now. Now I get paid once a month to help other people. I started with nothing, no money. Right? I had no money going towards this. I didn't go out and pay somebody to do a website. I didn't go out and pay somebody to do anything. I started with nothing. I started with an idea. I started with some creativity. I started with a thought. I started with, okay, thinking and just kind of listening and learning and performing for nothing, but still performing. I started helping people and I didn't have any capital to start that business. I didn't start that business with $1,000 donation from a friend or $5,000 from a parent or a grandparent or a grant. None of it. I started it from scratch, and now it's monthly income. Now, the third stream of income that I started with no capital was when I started my eBay business. In the year 2013, I had no money, but I had a daughter who needed to go to college. And so I said, how can I make some extra money? I don't want to go sit and work for Home Depot again. I don't want to go fold clothes over the Christmas season at Eddie Bauer again. I don't want to do any of I can make more money on my own. So I started an Amazon store and an eBay store in 2013. I stayed with the eBay store because the Amazon store, what do you call them? Certain categories of what you sell, you have to sell new. And so I said, let me stay with eBay. And so I started to cultivate eBay. Started with no money. I started with about, $3. I went out and bought a couple little items and sold them on eBay. And I said, man, okay, pretty good. Then 6 months into it, I sold a pair of shoes. I was selling everything at first. But then 6 months into it, I sold a pair of shoes. And the shoes I bought for like $4. And I flipped them for like $35. I said, man, that's pretty solid right there. So I started selling only shoes. And 95% of everything I sold on eBay was shoes. And I sold over like 3,700 single pairs of shoes on eBay with a 100% positive feedback score. I did that up until 2019, 2020. Put my daughter through college debt-free with eBay. But I started with nothing. Didn't have a bunch of money to lob into it. Nobody, no bank loan, nobody, nothing. Started with zero capital. Now, the fourth one that I started with zero capital is this YouTube channel that you're watching right here. Now, I started YouTube in May of 2021, and I didn't get monetized on YouTube until December of 2023. And so I was on YouTube for a year and a half, hundreds and hundreds of videos, just plugging away, helping people with their money, talking to people in my car like I'm doing on this video, explaining to them, here's how you do this, here's how you do that, here's how you manage your real estate, here's how you grow your money, here's how you invest, here's how you manage your money. All these things because I had something to say, but I didn't have no money. I started with a cell phone on YouTube, my own cell phone. I started with free editing software on my computer. I would take it and I'd videotape on my phone, plug it into my computer, edit it up, put it out, do my own thumbnail, send it out on the web, on YouTube myself for several years, right? I didn't get monetized till December of 2023 on YouTube. Now I've been monetized on YouTube for a little over a year and a half, right? Maybe 19 months or so. But the point is I didn't start with capital. I didn't start with money. I started with an idea. I started with something to say. I started with some creativity, and I kept going with discipline, consistency, and just did it with no capital. That's four streams of income that I started with no capital, no debt, no loans, no gifts, no grants, nobody giving me anything. See, I believe that you can start and do whatever you want to do. You have the creativity to do what you want to do. And you don't have to start with capital. Does capital help? Sure, it helps. It could help. But sometimes you just got to be desperate enough to do it without capital, to do it without anything extra. Right? To do it with nobody loaning you money. You just start and figure it out along the way. And you make mistakes, you fail, but you get up and you keep going. That's what I believe. That's what I've always done. And that's what I try to help people do to this very day, is to take a good idea and just do it well. Capital, no capital. I hope you got something of value out of this quick video, guys. Do me a favor. Hit the like button, share the video, and if you're not a subscriber, please consider becoming a subscriber. The best person who's going to take care of the old you is the young you. Take good care of yourself and take care of other people. Until the next video, peace.